All right, welcome to the second installment of the BRAT, where we will talk about
Century Arms N-PAP rifle, which I will not even kind of hazard a pronunciation of what PAP stands for, but it's not what precedes a smear. It's something completely different. Gross, I know. But yeah, Century's latest offering in 7.62x39 is it was pretty cool, and I'm sure you guys enjoyed the burst review. And yeah, we're here to address your comments, questions, concerns, and everything else.
comment number 1 is by DerpDerp9000. Can you use a slide fire stock with it?
Yes.
Yes and no.
Yeah. I thought maybe at first you could kind of just jerry-rig something, and it looks like you might be able to, but basically the slide fire stock is designed for standard AKM platform rear trunnion. So I don't know if you know anything about the Yugoslavian style / Serbian style interface for a stock, but basically it's like a square peg with a screw in the center of it, as opposed to like with a standard AKM, like the Sega we have, or Saiga, based on how you pronounce it, or even the square-back Vepr. There's a tang that sticks out, like on old lever actions, that has 2 set screws in it, and those are completely absent in the Yugo. So I don't know how you'd secure it in there, other than like JB Weld or epoxy, which does not sound like a solid
Doesn't sound like a viable
solution.
option.
No, not at all.
Comment number 2 is by DeafMonkey21. Not too sure about purchasing an AK not made in the U.S. for the sake of supporting Second Amendment endorsing manufacturers, but I love the bolts and molded grip. Are those interchangeable with any other collision cock pattern rifles? Well, the N-PAP and the Yugoslavs, they use similar parts, but not the same parts.
Yeah, the M70 and the M70, I think AB, I forget whichever the underfolding one is that Century imported for a while. They actually may still import them, but yeah, the parts are not interchangeable. The Yugos and now the Serbians, when they were in their rifle manufacturing, or not manufacturing rather, but their development, they went their own route a little bit on the design aspect. So, you know, with like an angle grinder or a steady hand and a Dremel, you could fit these parts to another AK, or AK parts to the Serbian or the Zostava N-PAP, but it wouldn't be a perfect angle unless you adjusted it. And as far as the bolt and the carrier, I wouldn't. I'm 99% sure they don't drop in, and I know for damn sure it's not an AR, and it won't always headspace. Even ARs don't always headspace when you drop stuff in. Get yourself a go and a no-go gauge if you're gonna do that, and check it out for yourself. But for God's sake, don't put a live round in there to find out. Yeah. But yeah, I would say no. Somebody more competent than me could tell you more absolutely, but I would err on the side of caution.
Comment number 3 is by Dr. Vino and Lelinski. You guys pronounce Kalashnikov as Kalashnikov. And a V and an F, for me, is really hard to distinguish. I know how to spell the word,
Yeah.
but if I say it so many times, I might say Kalashnikov or Kalashnikov. Like, do you know which one I said?
I can't tell. At least we're not calling them Kalashnikovs, or I'm not gonna be one of those guys who says carbine.
Kalashnikov.
Kalashnikov. We could FPS Russia and just make an obnoxiously overdone accent for everything Russian. Be like, yes, yes. But I've known maybe 3 Russians in my life, and I've never heard any of them speak like that.
Yeah.
So we'll do our best to.
We'll try to pronounce things better, but I guess I'm not that great on the accent. Sorry.
You may not have guessed this. We don't speak Russian at all. But hey, thanks for the comment. I'd rather you guys be pissed at us than say nothing at all. At least we can learn and adapt. And on a tertiary note, if either one of us sounds hoarse, it's because we're both sick. And but we're dedicated to you guys at home. But keep writing us, and we'd hope to get more comments. But I guess you can't criticize perfection. Yeah, maybe not. But thanks, guys. Thanks to everybody who responded and everything else. And To everyone out there who purchased an N-PAP on our recommendation, we hope you enjoy it. And if you have any comments, fire us a YouTube message or comment, subscribe, whatever. Get that information to us, and we'll get back to you. And thanks for checking out us again on this edition of the BRAT.
That was kind of long-winded.
A little bit.